All right, what's good? We got Noties back. Welcome back to another episode of the Georgia State Dynasty. Start of year 4. I'm pretty excited to get it going, but we did discover something right before jumping on that kind of worries us a bit. Taking a look at the receiving core, we were excited about these couple freshmen we had cooking going into next season, and they're already at their caps already. So this is as good as they are getting. And for the other receiver, Walter Wimbley can get a little bit better in the route running, could get a little bit more awareness, but other than that, his physical abilities are stuck where they are at. So, a little disappointing, to say the least, because they were supposed to be my next wave of starters once these guys leave. So, that means in this offseason, we got to go ham. We also have to check what their caps are. We can't see them yet, but we will shortly. But yeah, it's a tough spot. We did not anticipate that. So we need to get playmakers at receiver and tight end this year and make that a priority for sure. All right, went over training results at the end of last episode, so we're going to move right along. We're going to encourage some transfers, and that's something else we've been thinking of. First off, quarterback. We're not kicking anyone out here, but we are leaning towards redshirting Fitzsimmons this year and going to Walker White yet again as our starter. It's something we are highly considering. And then redshirting Stove as well, and then letting Tobin be the backup quarterback this year. Now, he's somebody we could move to running back after the season's over because he has some interesting stats here. Yeah, I think he's an athlete. So we're going to use him as quarterback this year as a gadget QB and as an emergency quarterback. These redshirt quarterbacks could play 4 games apiece, so that's like 8 games that we got covered that they can actually play in. So he won't be too forced to step up. But man, I really like his ratings here. This kid could be a decent little running back for us. We got to see what his caps are as far as quarterback is concerned. But that brings us to the running backs. I think we're going to get rid of a few of these guys because I don't want to just hold on to them for shits and giggles. I'm going to go let them start somewhere else. They ain't going to get playing time for me. So we're going to let DJ Murray transfer. Tyler Vinny, he can go. And the surprise one is, I think, Iziomame. Can't say his fucking name. The reason why is because I think these are going to be our 2 bell cows. And then off the bench, we got Wilkins as our 3rd running back. Although I thought Homer we had last year. Or did we just get this year? Oh, shit. Because we want to get him some playing time as well. That's tough. Do we let him transfer? Such a good back. 77 strength. Yeah, we're going to let him go. Let him go play somewhere else. We got our guys. I am going to redshirt that back, though. But he'll be able to play 4 games for us. Lucian still could be our power back for this year. It's like Kennard's kind of got as good as he's getting, but he's a good blocker, so does what he needs to do. We're going to let Kinder go. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't really need Madison either. Need all tight ends on deck. I wish I could let Anthony Miles go. We still got to trim, what, 8 more guys? I don't think he has a chance now of truly playing. I don't know, we'll come back to that. Could let Mills go. Damn, there's so many people we gotta let go of. I just don't know who. We're gonna let Wilson. And I think Hall's gonna lose his starting spot, so we're gonna let him go too. He's been a starter for the last 2 years for us. Sucks to see him leave. But there's just not a spot for him. Send him Jalen Jones. We've got plenty of depth here. I'm going to let him start his last year instead of being buried on the depth chart. All right, we've got 5 more to get rid of. What's there? Kick power? What the fuck? Where's it at? Did I look right at it? I'm not seeing their actual rating for kicking. Oh, there we go. All right, we're going to let go of the junior now because he might actually start for us next year because this kid has shitty-ass ratings. We're going to have to go get another punter. All right, still 4 left. All right, so we're going to have to make some tough choices here. Damn, some of these freshmen, I wish I could just say nope. Three more players. Two. One last one. You know, we're going to let Trey Grant go somewhere and play because he's going to be buried again. All right, that does it. Just getting under. All right, custom conferences, we're not messing with that yet. Once we dominate our conference, we'll move out of it. But we aren't there quite yet. That's really disappointing about those receivers. I was excited for their development. Then I seen training camp, they didn't really go up any. I was like, that kind of sucks, but at least they're not needed this year. And then I looked at their caps, and literally they're filled up. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So we got to reload now so they could sit on the bench next year while all our receivers are seniors. And then they'll be able to come in and hopefully save the day as redshirt freshmen. But we gotta nail it right now. And that starts right now. All right, top prospects. Let's go to receiver. Go down the list. Let's see if a 4-star wants to give us a shot after the stats put up last year. No, they do not. It's his deal breaker. I could try for one of these Georgia kids. Try to yoke them from one of these big colleges. Maybe not. Down to 3 stars. Here we come. Really got to hit on some of these guys for sure. So we are going to throw the kitchen sink at these guys. I could swear one of those receivers was a gym. I can't believe that they did not work out. Looking for another big body guy. Mitch Fournette. And one more big body. All right, we're done. We've got a lot to look at there. All right, tight end. Please tell me we got someone worth a damn. Orlando QT is a blocking tight end. We'll still bring him in for a look. It's the highest rated tight end. Fuck, only blocking tight ends want to come here. Possession, we'll give him a look. Looking for that vertical threat. JUCO sophomore, fuck it, we'll give him a look. JUCO junior, we are hurting for talent, so maybe. And Avery Mama, 6'6", 242. He could be somebody. All right, one last guy. One more vertical threat. All right, D'Angelo Likely. Give him a look. There was a guy named D'Angelo Likely in this other series I watch. It's funny. All right, now focus. Where else? Corners. We are desperately need to reload those guys. I want to at least bring in one safety as well. Candidate, transfer, JUCO sophomore. Give him a look. It's the highest rated corner. These guys with a deal breaker. That's going to be hard as fuck to say his name. Chigozium. That's going to be a tough one to call out. Again, we are being very pointed with what we want this year. We're going to look at a lot of these guys. Get rid of them as soon as they don't pass the eye test for us. All right, and it's another position. We need to reload at running back as far as a lead back. Because again, he's going to have to cook for a while the other guys are starting. Sean Cota. Do we need another power back? Too small. Give him a look. I want to look for that tweener, man. Like 6 foot, 200. Kind of do it all guy. That's all I'm looking for. Free safety, and then an edge rusher we're going to bring in. Actually, we'll look at both these safeties and then make a decision later. 5'11", 215. I like his size. All right. Let's look at these receivers first. Got a gem here. Doesn't really have many physical abilities. He's 6 speed. We're going to move on from that. Mid. It's very slow for a little guy. Ooh. Thomas Bobo. Kind of like where some of his stats are at. He has a takeoff ability, but kind of slow. And a bust. Yeah, we'll give him a look, just because that 95 speed. He's not necessarily a bust, so he could have... Ooh. There we go. 97 speed, 92 XL, spec catch 80. This might be him. Lightweight speed guy? Sure, but yeah. Takeoff ability, but slow top end speed. Let's look at tight ends now. Okay, we're not really going to learn much from this, other than what the fuck? And we are striking out. All right, these last two we're pretty high on. We're going to go height, weight, speed with this kid. Shit. All right, we're going to dig a little bit deeper at tight end. Dig a little bit deeper. Where's likely at? That's right below him. Did I pass likely already? Damn, this is disappointing. Gotta be a diamond and rough somewhere in here. Just gotta find him. I'm even going into 2 stars right now. Maybe someone that's just played for a smaller ass school, just hasn't been noticed. And we're selling out because we absolutely need these positions. Shit. 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 Damn it. We're just not getting enough talented guys to look at. He's a gem. We'll give him a look. Fuck it. Nah, fuck it. We'll just take a risk that he's going to be decent. All right, that'll get us to custom schedules. All right, obviously we are going to set up our usual first game of the season against our rivals, Kennesaw State. Fuck are you guys at? Oh, there. Remove this. All right, we're going to play at their stadium this time because I think they played at ours last. All right, then we are going to play our usual game versus... Actually, let's see if these a ranked team that isn't too highly rated that we might be able to compete against off the gates before they lose their rank by losing any games. Could shoot for the stars to try to fight Miami. Pittsburgh Panthers might be one. SMU's tough. I don't know about all that. I'm going to go with Pitt. Come to our home. All right, now Georgia Tech. Playing home this time. I think they played at their place last time. And then one last solid game. We don't want to overschedule ourselves. Bucket, it's lame. They're 11-3 last year. Pretty good. You know what? How about... What's Auburn looking like? We just said we didn't want to over... But this is our quarterback's old team. It'd be kind of interesting matchup. You know what? Fuck it. We said we didn't want to overdo it, and I think we did. And then we got a tough lineup right after that. And Marshall, James Madison, Georgia Southern, all teams that were top of our conference last year. Appalachian State, Arkansas State's one of the better ones in their on their side of the conference. I wish it showed strength of schedule. I think it used to. You know, fucking 12 years ago, 20 years ago. I don't know, guys. Should we fucking do Auburn? I'm fucking worried about a 3-game losing streak right here. Georgia Tech always brings it. We did beat them last year, though. All right, fuck it. We're gonna let it go there. 2 ranked teams, like we've been doing the last couple years. And that is gonna do it. Let's get the next week. And we should be able to play this first game without having to do any more recruiting or anything. Yeah, just going to kick it off. I could do recruiting after the episode. I am a little discouraged by all the time we spent in the off season recruiting all these different receivers and tight ends and not really finding too many runaways. I mean, that one receiver looks like he's going to be pretty damn good, but tight end wise, just falling short. I think our window was last year to get a good tight end because we currently had that good tight end on the roster. Kind of missed out on that. All right, so we got Kennesaw State coming up. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we also have to do our red shirts. Might as well do it right now. All right, this might be a controversial decision, definitely since Joe Fitzsimmons played so well for us last year, but we are going to redshirt him for now and hopefully give him another year of developing. And then Derek Stove, redshirt him. Homer will be redshirted, but he will definitely play his 4 games this year. Definitely that we let a couple of those running backs go. The usual suspects are new receivers. We also got to check to see what their caps are after this. One of these tight ends we're going to redshirt, and I think it's going to be him. I mean, for Morgan could take off. I mean, technically both these guys could. Now we're redshirt both. Oh, okay, position movement might be not. Just kidding. Shitload of tackles to, or guards to. I think we got some good recruit. Some of these kids are going to grow pretty well. Again, we play that 3-4 alignment, so we don't really need much ends because we'll just fill in a tackle in one of those spots. I'm going to redshirt both these kids. When I kept Marshall just for depth reasons. He's 100% starting for us this year, so we're not going to redshirt him. All right. That handles that. Now we got to handle the depth chart, and we will be good to go. Damn, I'm so disappointed. I thought this dude was going to be a beast. Ugh. And Lord's actually going to be the starting one. We'll have Waddle as our second just because he's such more of a dynamic receiver. We do a lot of shotgun stuff. All right, so I think we're going to have Caleb Hand start at left tackle. And then we're going to... God, his strength is so ass. 75. Right tackle is going to be that transfer. In fact, they've already put him there. Desmond Jackson. Yeah. Duke will back him up. In fact, Duke will back him up here. Miles is pretty much buried. Duke, and then I don't think Jefferson's going to truly fight for that spot, so we're going to have Darnell back that up as well. They got a story on the left side. We run a lot of counters that way. I'm going to put Johnson here. Story there. There we go. That brings some tenacity on that right side of the line. Hopefully he doesn't have as many penalties as Story did, or what's his name did last year. Hey, what I mean? Just about to kick off. Oh my goodness, I thought we went up. We're still a 1-star? Shit, I didn't realize we didn't go up any. Garrison Butler. Hawks Caps, that's disappointing. I need to start one of these. Tough choice there. We're gonna keep that fluid. Oh yeah, it's no joke. Until you get behind the sticks, it's hard to explain it because it doesn't look that crazy when you're watching. But when you get behind the sticks, it's a very tough slider set for sure. We're torn between starting Amont Stat or Jacoby Jones. I think I'm going to go with Jacoby Jones for now. And hopefully next year he improves a bit. Do 4 picks. Yeah, it's tough, brother. It is tough. My son tried to play under it too, and he fucking got pissed. Oh yeah, we wanted to see what Washington looked right here. Yeah, so he's 78. But yeah, it's tough. You're not wrong. Got Hardy at both spots. Spain, Walker, Herring. Herring's going to be the 4th. I did 2 through tantrum and everything. Yeah. It'll try your sanity. Definitely a couple of the early episodes. I was frustrated for sure. Once you get some of those upgrades and stuff like that, it'll certainly help. He started for us last year, but he just hasn't improved at all, is Wadu. So we're going to let Maxi start this year, and hopefully he takes a step forward next year and get his starting job back. We're going to go with a true freshman, go with his leg. It could lead to some difficult kicks this year. If you thought the kicking meter was fast last year, we are going to have to test our timing. All right, returner. Kobe Walker definitely getting it done there. We're going to keep it where it's at. We're going to put Deuce. We'll put Deuce Walker as the backup one. He started for us last year. Had a couple decent returns. No returns for touchdowns, but Kobe Walker has gotten faster. So let's give him a look. Kickoff. We're going to go with that. Rook. Sounds good. Arthur's going to be our 3rd down back. Yeah, I can't wait till Homer next year. This kid, I'm telling you, this kid's going to be gross. His caps might not be crazy. In fact, we're going to look at that right after this. All right, Wick. There is Hardy. We're very athletic off the edge. Hardy's, they got him starting here. Greg Irving was our sack leader last year, so that's not going to happen. He's a pretty good edge rusher too, huh? Block shedding shit. Never mind. All right, defensive tackle. This is the one I wasn't sure about. All right, last substitution. We should be good to go. I'm going to go with the double 99s down here. Mel's, every time he's played, he hasn't done really much shit for us over the years. We're going to give the transfers a chance. Again, we're going to monitor this too. They got Spain here? No, Clinton. Clinton here. And then... Damn, I didn't realize how slow fucking Dowling was. Good God. 86 speed, 83 XL. He'll never see the field for us. Where's that other McLean? play him there. All right. And that's good to go. Let's get it going. All right, week 1. This is a get-right game, a rivalry game. Kennesaw State, they have not beat us not a single time in this series. We beat them 3 times straight. Our rivals are them and Georgia Southern. We also have Georgia Tech as our impromptu big school rival. Beat them last year. They're on the schedule again. This is what our schedule looks like if you're just joining us. We got Pittsburgh next week. Got Georgia Tech, and then Auburn. Our quarterback, who was a transfer, came from there. And then we got tough conference games in Marshall, James Madison, Georgia Southern, all back-to-back. And then finally, a little bit easier time to finish it off. All right, now let's get off the kickoff. Moment we've all been waiting for, year 4, Georgia State Dynasty. Thank you guys for coming in. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and let's get this shit rolling. I'm going to go blue pants, blue helmet, and our playbook. All right, let's roll. Kennesaw State, Georgia Southern, Georgia State coming now. Yes, sir. We beat the shit out of Rice in the bowl game, finish off the year. Our quarterback's getting another chance at becoming the guy. He struggled his last 2 seasons to really take off. Led to his red shirt, his transfer year to us. And then last year got to start out some of the year, just for whatever reason couldn't get it going. True freshman came in, played pretty well down the stretch. Coach had a stroke during our regular season finale. Yeah, this is the first game. Yes, sir. Our receivers finally developed. We got a hell of a receiving core for both this year and next year. But we got to hit on receivers and recruiting. Look how bad we beat the shit out of them last year, 42-14. All right, we're really going to be judging White here. Tab in the backfield. We're in the eye. They're in their dime. Try to get to the outside. Good gain of 8. Matchup. Mismatch there. I thought the safety dipped. Oh, shit, he came up with it. I didn't think he was going to be able to keep up with him because he was still backpedaling while my boy Walker was in a full sprint. He has 99 speed, so we decided to give it up to him. The safety tracked that down, made a hell of a play on that ball. We also usually do a little scouting of the other team that we skipped on this time. Their quarterback, Caleb Johnson. I think he played against us last year. Or was it Marquis Stephen? I don't know. They got a decent running back. Receivers got some speed. Holy shit. Tight ends, meh. Offensive line. Actually, a very good offensive line for this level of playing. They got a good D-line, just as good as ours. Actually, this might be a tougher game than I anticipated. All right. Their safety's slow as shit, and he did not get cooked there. 84 speed. All right, well, that works. Walker White, first pass, touch, interception. Not off to the start we were anticipating. Again, if you're new here, we stay locked in to one player on defense. It could be any player, D-line, linebacker, corner. But once that ball is snapped, we don't get off of them. That way we don't control too much of the game. Our defense has to play. Ratings matter. Wick crashes down, stops him for a short gain, 3rd and 5. Now we're seeing him move into the hurry up. Jacoby Jones getting his first start. He's one of the original members here. He was a freshman when I got here. That tight end is slow as hell. Nobody open. He had his running back right there. He could have dumped it off, but instead threw it straight out of bounds. All right, well, that interception didn't do us too much harm. It does to White's stat sheet.
Catches it cleanly at the 20.
Walker gets outside, tries to cut it up, runs into Diablo, the brother of the Raiders, Diablo. Got a couple
send out the
kids in here that
After that last
have
pick,
NFL
David, they
roots.
really need to take care of the ball this time.
Got boarded on the out route here. Doesn't get the block. It's a very bad spin and gets tackled. All right, 2nd and 3. Tab on the counter.
The running back.
Tries to get outside, and a penalty flag thrown down on the play. And who is it? Johnson. That man always holds when Tab breaks a big run. I swear to God, you don't like him.
They say you can call holding
They
on
got
every
beef or some
play.
shit because he fucks every big run of his. I mean, at least 300 yards to 400 yards over the last couple of years called back that you could have had.
The give to the back.
Now Patrick Peterson's Adrian Peterson's brother comes in.
Nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They have had to wear
Transferred to us last year.
since the last time these two met, Jesse.
All right, big third down. They don't send pressure. We dump it off the running back. We thought that nickel was going to come after that drag. Did not.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game.
We're slowly moving the ball down here.
You know you failed. You want to come out.
Tries to lay it over the linebacker. Does. Beautiful throw downfield. First down.
He gets it to the 31-yard
Walker White with the
line. Big
shot
for
play.
this offense.
Which tight end was that? 89? Oh, that was Lord. Good shit. Good. We did not reload the tight end position. We're missing our Darian Fleming from last year. Last 3 seasons, starting tight end.
White gonna attack through the air.
Tries to fit it down in the zone. Does. Beautiful throw by Walker Wright.
Down after a nice gain.
Looking confident.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He
Not dropping many in the box.
Got the positive gain.
White makes
I would
a
say he's going to find that guy a few more
call to the line. Tight end completely whiffs on that block, and wouldn't you know it, another holding.
Tackle, but the official is
This
on
time,
the
is this a new starter? I don't recognize that number. Desmond Jackson, our right tackle.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will
Yeah,
stall
our new
a
starting
drive.
right
See if
tackle
the
there.
offense can overcome it. Out of the gun, looking to throw.
Pump fake the short route, trying to get McGee open on the corner, and he can't hold on to it. Dislodges the ball from the receiver. Great play by the defense.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down.
Looking at another audible here.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
Steps up in the pocket. Doesn't see anywhere to
Pressure
go.
all over the quarterback and down he
Takes the
goes.
sack.
24. You see a defensive lineman come up with a play like that.
Mm-mm-mm.
make the sack,
3rd and forever.
they start building some
Still in field goal
momentum
range.
to impose their will up front.
There ain't nothing better than getting a stack. That's what you keep.
Rolls out of the pocket, gives him a shot. Lord kind of stops on that route a little too soon. That's going to set up the freshman's first field goal. True freshman straight out of high school. And he misses it off the left upright. Looked good all the way until the end. Someone farted and blew to the left just a little bit. Son of a bitch. All right, defensive battle. Here we come. Kennesaw State, another chance at it.
3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last
Ooh,
drive,
running back
nothing really
sets
good.
up the safety, has the steps,
Really quickly. They need to put something together here.
gets to the outside. Good run, good first down play.
Johnson looking to throw.
Gets out the flats, but we are there to force him out of bounds.
Forced out of bounds behind the line of
Stud
scrimmage.
linebacker
This
rag.
defense there. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw.
Gonna settle it underneath that coverage for the linebacker. Get a good gain of 6. Setting up this third and short-ish.
They plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here.
Could run it out of this.
From the gun, wants to
Stevens
pass.
gets doubled. Offensive line holds up really well. Finds a man underneath for the first down. And again, they are on the move. Hurry up, offense all the way. It's one of those teams Really stretches out the game, too. That's the only thing I really hate about. Well, that's one of the things I hate about the hurry-up offense. Makes these games last forever. And right back to hurry-up. We have a 15-second runoff. But the way the things balance out throughout the year, ends up working out stat-wise. Ooh, gets it outside. Walker steps up too much. Takes himself out of the play. Got two very talented quarters on the outside. Deuce Walker in Spain. Stevens getting doubled again. At 99 strength, he ain't getting off of it. But that offensive line ain't no joke at the same time. Again, we got pretty vanilla play calls because we can't get out of it. Whoa, Walker, get back.
They go to the ground.
I didn't like the way he was set up. Looked like he was about to let something go. Very vanilla cover 3. Just looking. Nowhere to go. Throws it out of bounds. That's going to set up a field goal. Kennesaw State this time. Pretty much lined up right down the middle. I miss McClendon being on the outside. He was my kick block specialist the last few years. All right, 3-0. Georgia State down.
Wisconsin is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Camp Randall. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Colorado State.
All right, true freshman quarterback checks in. Into the pistol. He's going to be a gadget guy for us. Tries to get to the outside. Does, but a flag. On who else but the guy that can't help but just fucking hold after the running back's already made it past him. That'd be Dominic Johnson.
We'll repeat the previous down.
Real good at that shit.
The offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set. First down.
Steps up into the pocket. Shit, that route took forever for that tight end to come across. And again, this is the problem with White in the past, is the offense just doesn't look fluid when he's in the game. He is so talented. Don't get it. Tries to fit it in there, does, but he can't hold on to it. Kind of a rough read, but he connected with it regardless. They're setting pressure and has to get rid of it. Nowhere to go. That red shirt for Fitzsimmons might not last. Decent punt here. Has a chance to return it though. And they're going to start on our side and fit it. They have good receivers, yet they are in multiple tight end looks repeatedly. Dumps it off right underneath the corner. Deuce Walker there for the stop. Disappointing start from our offense. Defense is at do the heavy lifting right now. And we settle down there. He has 3 stop routes he's looking at. Makes the read on the outside. Running back side hip kind of spreads everybody out here. They're going to not run it. We almost fell for it. Kind of did and kind of fell into the quarterback. Kind of a weird animation there, but we made it work out. Oh, thought they were going back to the huddle. He said, nope, just kidding. Back to hurry up again for 3rd and 9. Sure you shouldn't think about this? You have 85 tight ends out here. All our players are out of position too. Gets it outside. Wick whiffs on the tackle. And that gives Kennesaw State another first down. This drive continues to move. We're going to call timeout. We're tired of this shit.
It's their first of the half.
We're going to get into a defensive set that we like.
The offense down to the
All right, now we're in our nickel.
1st and 10.
Now we should be able to keep up with their hurry up.
Use the play
Fake the run again. He has a man. Ooh, Bragg almost got way up there to get that. That's a nice little 42-inch bird right there.
Nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense.
And they are just completely abandoning the run. Has a man open, but a penalty. Oh, shit, that's on us. Just kidding. And they're going to have this at like the 1. And have a chance to push this to a 2-possession lead.
Well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Defense in press coverage.
Fakes again. Rolls out. I mean, Zadu just accidentally picked that off. He almost let it bounce off his chest. Maxie must have got tired, came out for a play. Starter from last year, making the pick. Kind of forced it upon him. Didn't mean to make that interception.
The windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
Oh, shit. Oh, I accidentally subbed in Stove. So it's going to be one of his red shirt games he has used on. Picked the wrong one. Dump it off the running back. Don't see anything deeper.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy.
Shit.
Find those plays that you know you can run inside out.
We did not mean to burn one of his red shirts already.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger
Tough.
later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back.
Ooh, we
to
get
that same
stuffed.
play 'cause they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end of the backfield can.
All right, Walker White first with a 3rd and 9 as soon as he steps on the field. What the fuck is he saying? He's like, goddamn, guys, way to set me up to fail. Has a man, tries to get it to him, but the safety undercuts it and brings it back for a hell of a return. Almost pick 6. And Walker White picked off for the 2nd time.
Two interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Might be burning multiple red shirts today.
Run the gun. The running back has it.
Shoot, we get cooked. He gets to the outside. Great blocks, great run. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. All right, Walker White better wake up on this next drive. About to see a record 4 quarterbacks in this game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That's nuts. Not the start we were looking for, not the start we got last year, I'll tell you that. And Walker White was the quarterback for that game.
By the kickoff team, everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense.
All right, we got to settle him down.
Mistakes are gonna happen, as they did on that last drive. Now,
He's literally a star player.
And this is the kind of
Why
guy
is he our
who's
worst
gonna take
quarterback?
full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field.
Dang, Elmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more.
Arthur checks in the game.
White gonna attack through the air.
And White steps up.
And he's
Nowhere to go.
He will go down.
Had a receiver if he'd have got rid of it on time.
And not the way he wanted to end it. At the end of the quarter, it's
Put his eyes down.
on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as
And
indicated
didn't make a
by
great
the
decision.
stats.
That's where Fitzsimmons played so well last year. Getting the ball out nice and quick.
We'll see if they continue to flex that
On
muscle.
time.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Run the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away.
Has a man. Tab breaks free. Downfield. Makes a man miss.
And he was
And for the first time since the beginning of this game, Georgia State's moving. through the
That's
air.
why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles. He can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy
Oh,
gets
shit.
vertical down the
Didn't mean to
field.
throw it in the red there. I wanted to throw a firm pass because I didn't want the safety to undercut it, but he did have a little gap. Tried to thread the needle. Almost got picked again.
Maybe I run the football, maybe I get him a screen.
Oh, he beat him this time. And it's on a spot. Touchdown, Georgia State. Tried to press McGee. McGee said, "Get the fuck off me. Let's
And
go."
that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park.
Needed that. Couldn't let this game get out of hand.
Right down the field. I'm running by a guy. I'm
But
looking
I am
back,
discouraged to
looking
see
for
what we've seen early on from Walker White. It seems a lot like the same issues we've had.
Ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Both these quarterbacks have played under similar, obviously same players all around them, same offensive line, same receivers to throw to. But it has been night and day how they play. Except for the bowl game last year. White played really well. That's what gave us this idea.
Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job.
He has so much more of a high ceiling than Fitzsimmons does.
Didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah,
That was a
you're
beautiful
right.
throw
They
right
had the
there, though.
defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop.
Get early pressure, but
Quickly
gets the
complete.
ball out very fast.
Running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Johnson wants to throw it.
Stevens gets absolutely blasted.
All kinds of room.
He has 99 strength and got bullied out of that line.
Off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Kennesaw State right back to work.
They've been moving the ball pretty damn well.
Where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep.
Again, new
Nice job by this offense.
down line.
What the defense is giving them and creating
Still wondering
explosive play.
who's going to... Oh, shit. Did not see that run happening.
There before the defense makes the stop.
Still trying to decide who should start up front.
Second and 6.
Definitely in these 3-4 sets.
From the shotgun, they'll run it.
Wiggles can't find the lane.
This junior knows how to get
Now we're
it
looking at
on
3rd
the
and
ground.
5.
This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They want to throw it.
Gets out quick. McClendon there to make the tackle.
And he was knocked
And that's going
down
to set up a 4th and 1, and it looks like
They'll have to
they're
make a
taking
decision
their
here.
offense
This
out
is
on the field.
absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. On 4th
Stevens
down,
pushes back to
pressing
center,
the run game.
blows that play up, forces the running back to stretch it out. He doesn't get it.
Guys,
Georgia
the
State ball.
offense returns to the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
Cole Tab in, tries to get outside, bounces off a man. Ooh, I could have actually did something crazy right there, but I missed the chance.
Down at the 40. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Reminds me of Sean Tucker of the Bucks. Short,
Single back formation,
explosive
and they get to
athlete.
it.
Doesn't have crazy wiggles or anything,
After a short gain.
but he does hit a hole.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stopping.
3rd and 3.
Continue to run the football. Even
And
with
we are
those
showing we're not scared of
offense is gonna
running it right down their throats. Tab picks it up.
You can tell.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays.
Frankie
I gotta
Arthur
go
checking in.
Way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job.
Gets it out the fullback, tries to cut it up.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
I don't know why they're in this look against this formation that we're showing. Tab picking up the 1st down. And we will keep running it. They keep letting
The
us.
offense is in a really nice rhythm
We're
right
tired of
now. It
their
seems like no matter
offense
what
staying
they're
up on the
dialing
field,
they're getting positive yards.
keeping
It
our
just feels
defense
so
out
good
there
as a play
to hurry
caller.
up.
You know, on 1st down,
Get them nice and rested up,
yards like that,
ready for the next drive.
And on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I
Frankie
do?
Arthur,
Gotta find
good
something
gain
defense.
of 5.
find a way to create some momentum.
Again, trying to get these run game going a little bit. That way we can hit on some of these play action.
Something a little bit different.
In fact, we've been run heavy so far. We might try to hit him here. Has to get rid of it quick. Hits him in the ass. Incomplete. All right, third down here. Big play for your boys. Lord gets, just constantly knocked off. Ooh, throws it back against the green. Warden makes the catch. Tab was able to cut upfield, got rid of the defender, created space for Borden to get loose. Dump it off. Walker can't hold on.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to...
Oh, shit. He let it... I threw it as hard as I could. I don't know why it took forever to throw and why it came out as a lollipop. But we were holding R1 for the longest. Wow. Got caught trying to run the RPO. Hell of a read. Jumped that route.
These guys can play offense too.
Man. The White experiment might be over again, and this time, for real this time, I am about tired of this shit. We just play like shit when he is our QB. Can't explain it. Doesn't make any sense, but it is what it is. The stats do not lie. All right, we still have a chance to shrink this to a one-possession lead. We're going to do it behind the legs of Tab.
Defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play.
Screen again. This time works. Borden gets loose up the field. First down.
Can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And it's another 1st and 10 play.
Oh, fakes it to Tab this time. He keeps it. Only gets a couple.
3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a nice job by this defense. Listen, that QB is
Again, still staying balanced. Keeping them guessing. Arthur tries to hit the hole. It closed quickly. Still only a yard away.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal.
Up on the D again. Oh, no. Oh, shit. I hit the wrong button. Oh, my God. Did he catch that? I was trying to flip it out to the running back. And again, the old, like Madden, it was R1. And this, it's triangle. So I accidentally tapped it and realized what I was doing and let it go. By then, it was too late. Tab's going to get us this yard.
Tackled, but he has a 1st down. That's the mindset of this.
That was dangerous. That takes a 2-minute warning.
Just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball.
Not the start we envision for ourselves.
Give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team.
A couple chains here.
White gonna attack through the
Lord cooks him off the line. Beautiful throw by White this time. And he is gone. New starting tight end, Nathan Lord. He has had trouble releasing off his routes usually, but got off on that one. But usually in any contact, I've seen him struggle getting down past the linemen and linebackers. And been very physical. That time got some space. He's able to put his speed to use. He is athletic. Just hard time getting through that traffic. That leaves 2 minutes for Kennesaw State to do something.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs.
Play action.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better.
Coverage good downfield, but finally breaks open after no one could get to the
It's
QB.
frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success.
They actually huddle up this time.
Aggressiveness. They just gotta cash
Change
some
formations.
shots.
Try to get us with the false snap.
He's going to pass.
Again, this pass rush has been null and void because you've been getting rid of the ball so fast.
It's a short game there. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw.
Ooh, hit him with a stunt. Couldn't get there in time, though. Ball comes out quick yet again. Our quarterback is locked in,
The new set of downs after the completion.
making the right reads.
They'll throw it
Looking
on
pretty
first
damn good
down.
out there. Ball out quick yet again.
Thomas. A strong
Looking for that run after catch.
from the junior. Now on second down.
Not allowing our pass rush to do what they usually do.
He's looking to throw.
This time Irving gets through, but can't make the sack. Shakes out of it, but Irving
Reach some
and
heavy
about 3 others were there.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on
All
the
right, 3rd and
quarterback.
15. They are now out of field goal range. What do they do here?
Gets home, gets him on the ground.
On third and
Irving
long,
again gets past that tackle and is able to trip up the QB for a big loss, forcing a punt. What looked like a definite field goal drive. We now get nothing. We're going to call timeout, even though we only have 1 remaining, just to see if something freaky happens. Give us a chance here on the punt. Walker can't get free. Lucian checks in. Ball in his blocks, gets outside.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Just enough time to get off one more snap.
And this is going to be a throwaway play. Something happens, great. If not, we get rid of it.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket.
Get rid of it.
Pass is complete, and half comes to a close on
All right, halftime. Down by 3.
wrap up the first half here, and now we
Can't remember if we had ball. I think we had ball first on that.
Thanks so much, guys.
So I think they're going to get ball in the second half, which is tough.
Rivalry games always bring out a
Fuck, my
ton
line
of
to go.
emotion, and
It's
no
also
surprise,
tough.
we saw just that in the first half today. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless.
I think this
in
game
ball hawking, refusing to give it
shows you
This is the kind of
pretty
slugfest that
clearly
real
it's
football
been a
is.
microcosm of how like Walker White's career has gone for us. You see some of the great throws, some of the great moments, then you see some of the dumb shit, some of the panic in the pocket, the collapsing of the pocket, and how we generally look. It just keeps showing its ugly head.
ready to get things cranked back up here.
He's a career 50% completion percentage passer. You kind of see why. He's always in trouble. For some reason, receivers just don't run the right routes for him or don't get off cleanly. At first, I thought it was just the receivers, but again, any other quarterback plays, or definitely the right one. Fitzsimmons with the field general IQ perk. For some reason, it looks so much better. I know we keep saying that, but you might see a little bit of Fitzsimmons today. I just pissed we burned our freshman's red shirt. Well, burned one of his games. Taking 20 seconds for halftime, guys. We'll get right back to it. Take a couple drags when I think about what the hell just happened. Their quarterback's been playing great ball. They knew what we were good at. And that's getting to the passer. He's been smart. Ball out quickly. Coverage has been pretty decent, but their pass protection has been able to hold up at times, and the quarterback's been doing a good job of getting outside the pocket and making these plays happen. At least a couple times. We started getting to him at the end of that second half, though. Fucking trade going by. Ruining my stream. Appreciate it. We've been playing the Splitgate offline recently, guys, and holy shit, that game's actually legit fun. I just played the arena mode for the first time and fucking had 65 kills. Next highest person in the entire lobby. It's 6v6. Next highest person was like 50. But we won our first game in that. The Battle Royale is pretty solid. There's a little bit of lag in that game. Only in the Battle Royale. It feels completely different when you play their team deathmatch type shit. It feels a lot smoother in that. You can tell they're still trying to put the pieces together for the Battle Royale, but it's actually legit fun. It plays a lot like Hot Pursuit did in Blackout with the jump packs and the movement, the way it feels. There's some slick shit you could do to get out of trouble. But that is actually legit been fun. All right, we are back. And yep, you're right. They are getting the ball in the second half. And we boot the shit out of it and see if he returns it.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard.
We'll start off with the ground. Going nowhere, and they're right back in this hurry up again. This just chews so much fucking clock, bro. I mean, not clock, but time. Like, these games take like an hour and a half. I like to keep them moving. Nowhere to go. Good coverage downfield. Kind of had somebody if you wanted to let it rip deep, but I don't know if he had time to wind it up and let it go that far.
He needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Johnson looking to throw.
Irving locked up. Great time. Throws it deep. And Gums there couldn't make the interception. Oh, yes. Speaking of being 50% completion, 10 of 23. 215 yards. I mean, this is a perfect example of what it's like to have him as your quarterback. Like, you're going to get the great plays, you're going to get the big boy plays, but man, there's just so much inconsistency in his game. And I have zero patience for it at this point after seeing it so much. And Walker gets loose, has a chance to go, and does. He's gone. Let's go.
Touchdown, Georgia State.
Boy, stuck his foot in the ground, got east-west real fucking quick. Nasty return. And our first punt return for a touchdown in our time here. Deuce Walker almost broke one. Almost broke a couple, actually, but never quite made it. Walker White did it on his first game. We'd like to get him on the field more. He's our 4th receiver. Austin McGee has been our longtime starter in the slot.
Alabama was able to come away with the victory.
Rainbow, Alabama. All right, their offense right back on the field. Back to this hurry-up bullshit. Stat in the game. They're setting up the screen. We get picked up. He finds a lane. Gets a good gain of 9. That's 8 catches for 102 yards for Dustin Watson.
Kennesaw State right back to work.
We're going to show blitz.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air.
And he gets rid of it quickly. Rag dropped back in coverage a little too far on that one. He's in motion on jet sweep. He gets it, but Maxey's there to make the tackle. Great tackle for loss. They go back to the huddle.
Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to throw it again.
Butler's getting swallowed. Oh my God, Walker just sat there and watched that ball slowly get there. I'm not sure why he didn't make a play on that. And that brings up another 3rd and short. Ooh, blew through the line, didn't get there, but thankfully the rest of the defense comes down and makes the stop. It's going to force a punt. They're going to try to pin us in our territory.
but just poor execution. Not a good job of understanding where I need to go when I bounce that thing backside, and it bounced outside. You want to take that thing inside. So
And it's got bounced into the end zone.
Operate a little bit better and maybe not run as much counter.
And Walker White steps back on the field again.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Leaves it with the running back.
Another holding call.
He's brought down.
Almost had a lane there.
Let's see if it
This
stands.
time, this might be Bohannon, our center. Nigel Bohannon, first-year
Just an
starter.
obvious holding call there.
Very
One that
talented
just
lineman.
kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down.
First 10, setting up a stretch play, trying to cut it up, finding a lane, gets 5 out of there. 10 carries, 5.5 per carry.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards.
And we want to show that we are willing to run that ball. This time, coverage is pretty good, but we find a tight end downfield, wide open. And that's Lord for another big catch. 2 touchdowns, 3 picks out of Walker White.
The job the quarterback does.
He has like one stupid fucking play for being benched. They keep showing his stat line, and I keep getting pissed. They're setting the blitz. He gets rid of it quickly this time. Good job with the read. McGee with a gain of 6.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big
Back in the
shots
single
down.
eye, 2 tight end set.
Don't forget, it's easier to
Gonna
pick
run
up
stretch right, tab off the tackle. Unfortunately, bounces off 68's ass. Slows him down a little bit.
The defense snows him under after a very short game. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42.
Arthur in the game. He's going to take the carry. Get a good solid first down. Get in there and hurry up for most times. We're trying to choose some of that time of possession while we get the ball in our hands.
base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again.
Got some motion.
Not sexy, they're not pretty.
Getting Tad, tries to get into the outside. Another good solid gain of 6.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive.
Second and 4.
First down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yards.
Running the play action here. Lord open again. Tough throw. Defense was kind of all over it. Had a little bit of a window there. 3rd and 4. See if the offense draws up here.
Coming to the line looking for that first down on 3rd.
They may have fucked up with this one.
29. From the gun,
Oh shit, the corner bailed. We didn't see it until too late. And makes a great play on that ball. That sets up 4th and 4. Freshman field goal kicker out for his 2nd attempt after missing his first.
And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left.
And boots it, and it's good. First good kick of the true freshman kicker.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff
Showing
team
off
is
his
out
leg there.
ready to boot it away.
He's going to be a good one for us.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes.
Answers our kicking woes for the next few years, for sure.
Sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State.
All right, Butler's super strong with 99 strength. He is tiny. He is getting bullied down there. So he might be able to bench press a ton, but he's still getting bullied.
Keep putting me back on the field. Possession
And
after
again, back to this hurry-up offense. Pissing Georgia State's defense coordinator off.
The punter's on the sideline with the
This time, breaks a couple tackles, but can't get anywhere.
She's not used to this
Gums
offense.
coming down to
Just
lay the
gotta
wood.
stay on the field. They gotta put a drive together.
Here making plays.
Some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Well, they're going to run the stretch here. Rags says not fucking today. Good angle. And that's going to force yet
Well, the
another
running back
punt
is showing you read and react. He knew
from this
exactly
Kennesaw
where that
State
running
Owls.
play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage.
Defense has been balling out.
Yet another punt on
Definitely
the way.
considering we've given up 3 interceptions to him.
He's been busy. He gets a block.
We've only given up like 10 points. Because I think one of the pick 6, right? That's how they got one of their touchdowns.
State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make it.
Oh, should have gave it to him. We kept it.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better.
The stadium's kind of pumping.
We're moving the football, and we got the.
And we get the coverage we're looking for. Cover 2 hits Walker deep, but can't hold on. Another drop.
Huge gain if he could have held on. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long.
Rolls out to the right. Has his tight end. And he catches it. I was a little worried how he went up for that ball. That he's going to drop that shit. Again, Walker White making the big plays, just not making every play.
And the Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10.
Steps back, throws it over the middle, finds Borden. Good, great gain of 9.
Just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Georgia State now has.
All right, 2nd inch, his whole playbook's open for him here. And he's got Lord in the end zone, and the safety jumps it, picks it off, and I think that's as much as wide as you're going to fucking see. 4 picks. He is done. Fitzsimmons, your time as a redshirt sophomore is over. You are going to be, yeah, you're going to be him. And Tobin, we're going to go ahead and redshirt you as well. Because, again, this guy could be our future running back. I'm telling you, this kid's got some ratings that go well. We'll see. But I'm thinking about moving him over running back next year for sure. Be our little Taysom Hill. Might even throw some running back passes, too, in here. All right, Walker White experiment over for the 3rd and final time. We just can't fucking take his style of play anymore. The boom or bust kind of kid he is. Supremely talented. Maybe he'll do well somewhere, but it ain't going to be here. Lets it rip. Walker gets caught, backpedaling. Dustin Thomas, 10 catches for 100 yards, 129. That's 2 of their receivers for 100 plus. Play action has worked pretty well for them. And this time they stay on the ground. He breaks the tackle. We can't get him down. 1st down, Kennesaw State. Driving, tick, tick. 1.5 left to go in the 3rd. And I think Butler's going to be replaced too. Yeah, he's been locked up every single time.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. He's looking for a man on 2nd.
And, sets up screen. We did not see those blockers set up for that. That was a nice, friendly fire. And they're just moving this ball. And a lot of men in the box. Showing the jet sweep. He does give it to him. And we don't fall for that shit.
They're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
Give him playing pretty close up. Daring him to go deep. He does. Almost sneaks that in there. Spain able to get a hand on it.
So hard to defend. So hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed.
See the difference between efficiency of these 2 quarterbacks. Look like maybe another screen. Oh, wow. Had man coverage. Threw it on a spot. As soon as he made his cut. Wobbly throw, but a beautiful throw. And that'll leave one last play before the 4th quarter.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Going out to the flats. Rag is there to make the stop. Great open field tackle. Tough to do in those open space situations. Make sure you use your strafe stick or strafe button before lining him up. Yeah, their receivers balled out.
One more period to go.
And a lot of these catches happen on Deuce Walker, our best corner.
Second down now as
He
they're
has
ready
played
to
a
go
little
back
off
to
today.
work.
And they're not going to go play action. Thought they were.
Just does not like to be
Again, when you keep a nice blend of that, it's hard to commit one way or the other.
Kennesaw State right back to work.
Coming out man blitz here.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air.
And Matt Rag's there to make the play.
Wait on third.
We had coverage against the back, but we've seen that he stayed to pass protect, so we bailed and kind of made our own rules up there as went along.
3 points on the board.
Seeing that crosser.
On
Fourth down, they're going to go for it. Dumps it off low, gets it.
man enough for the first.
First down, Kennesaw State. And they are threatening, trying to tie this ball game up.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done
Last year, they got the
nothing
shit
in
kicked out of them by us. They played pretty well against us the other two games, but
In the backfield, it's Williams.
now they're trying to get back to
Force him
that.
out of bounds after a short pickup. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver now comes in motion.
Comes crashing down.
They'll go to the
Oh, they
ground.
do keep it on the ground.
Get him down
Max,
for a 4-yard
Maxey
gain.
makes the open field tackle, saves the
They
touchdown.
love to move the sticks here and take a shot at
last
it on
man.
first and goal.
Able to stop him on that one.
Johnson looking to throw.
Over the middle, Spain was guarding the fucking stairwell of the stadium, making sure he didn't throw it over there.
They really focused on this receiver in the offseason. We need you to
I'd say that was a little too much depth. We don't need to block the cameraman.
take shots. We need you
He is an eligible receiver. I don't know if you noticed
to make
this.
tough catches. And David, what a
And they're going to
grab.
tie the ball game up with that, 24-24. And again, Georgia State Panthers coach has seen enough bullshit.
And then having
He
a
has
guy
pulled
that
his
can
starting
just
quarterback.
when the ball is near him,
And Fitzsimmons,
play just like he did right
the
there.
magic maker from last year,
Really disciplined job by the coverage
is
unit
back
to
in
get
the
down
game.
there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Georgia State
Again, we're not going to panic. We're going to run our
That
offense.
last drive was promising for a while, but you
Tries to get
just
outside.
can't mess up
Does.
at the end with the pick.
Has
No,
the
you
outside.
can't
Good play.
finish drives,
18-yard
especially in
gain.
This game, if you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think
They're
you
going
put
to
the
keep it
ball
on the
right
ground
back in his
here.
hands.
Great tackle by linebacker shooting the gap.
Behind the line of
Tried to get to the
scrimmage,
edge.
loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Last play was a near disaster. Now
right,
dealing
here we
with
go.
second and 13.
Shit.
The full throw off the RPO.
Try to make a man miss. Great open field tackle.
Just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
On third and long, trying to have a big
Has
completion
Lord.
here.
Deep. Got him.
Connection.
You were going to see if that corner cleared out with those receivers that we had running in breaking routes. They do. Got stuck in a man-on-man coverage for the linebacker. We're going to win that more often than not with his athleticism. 5 catches, 164 yards. Big game for the first-year starter. Oh, shit. Had him. Was looking at another read. That was his third read. Took a little bit to get back to it.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the
By then, the pressure was on him.
all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Dump it off to running back.
It's on target.
Trying to get some run after the catch here. Solid gain of 4, setting up 3rd down and
They
6.
were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
Great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to being
All right.
having the football as running backs.
See what we
and
got
making
here.
Plays and being dynamic. So
Oh, slow out the rollout.
Sophomore able to wreak some havoc
Couldn't
and
quite get around to let that one go.
come on now.
Took the sack, and that's going to set up our field goal kicker with 53-yard attempt.
Takes you to meals. He's the ones that get you those NIL deals.
Holy shit.
Everything happens through your quarterback. You gotta keep
Fuck.
him upright. That's your number one priority.
And wide left. We miss it, setting up Kennesaw State in excellent field position.
tied up, guys.
He has the leg for it.
Wonder about the head
Young
space
kid, though.
he's in right now. That's now his second
Gotta
best
think the
game.
crowd got in his
They
head a little bit.
would have had
first career game.
On the sideline. He gets
Oh, they're going to run the stretch here. Off tackle, I should say. He picks up a big gain. Stevens trying to get his fat ass through the line. Let's see if Butler gets stood up here again. Yeah, he gets pushed right out of the play. I think we've seen enough from Butler too. I think I'm done with his shit. Damn, he's our best fucking. I don't get it. Grip breaker, takedown, great ratings, but man, he is just getting bullied out there over and over again. All right, we'll keep him there, but we're gonna take him out of our heavy. We're going to put Nels here. And we're also going to take Ricks out and put Samsula in here. Again, there. I don't know, they're just getting bullied, and I'm tired of seeing it. Yeah, all right, we'll keep it there.
He makes the tackle at the 33, but he's stripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Johnson wants to throw it.
Again, the offensive line holds up beautifully.
Using the quick game.
Gets it out for a gain of 7.
He laid the lumber to stop him from getting the
They're in
first
field goal range now.
I'll tell you, I love the play
Enough
call
to
on
take
first
that
down.
lead.
You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target.
Play action, we bite.
Nice job.
He makes the
We
catch.
lose the tight end.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First
Great
and goal
call,
from the 8.
Kennesaw State.
Looking to throw.
Dump it off. We whiff on the running back.
Crisp execution
Second
in the passing
and
game, and
3
they've got it
to
down
go.
to the 3. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Trying to pound it
Ooh,
in.
he stretches outside. We left that area.
Knocked down in the backfield. He'll
We're
lose
trying to
the
cut
cover.
back
A
lane
huge
out of there.
chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish.
They're going to let this clock tick. They went in a hurry up for this. I just want to remind everybody. Kind of retarded. Are they glitched out? They are
They didn't get it
glitched
off
out.
in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Quarterback has a stroke. Delay a game on Kennesaw State.
There's a difference.
One too many
between
hurry ups.
methodical and thorough.
Gave him CTE on that one.
They were slow, and they got the flag.
Yeah, real slow, I'd say.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal.
Has a man out in the flats. He gets it to him, but can't stay in bounds to get up into that end zone. That's going to set up a field goal
Look, you would love to have gotten
at
a
the left
touchdown
hash,
there,
hard
but at this
angle.
point, just take the lead with the field goal.
And it's so hard because you've been thinking
Ooh, he's off the edge, misses the block.
now you gotta think, hey, I
And
gotta
that
make
gives
them
Kennesaw
score a
State the
touchdown, get a
lead.
field goal right here, and rely on my defense.
We're in danger of losing our very first game of the season
They're
here.
set to kick it away.
We got a lot tougher games coming down the
And
stretch.
he's coming out of the end zone.
That's why we wanted to figure some stuff out this week 1. Set us up. Now I want to figure things out and get the dub. That's always nice.
Ready to send out the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Going up top on first down.
Dump it off the running back. Tab's got some space. Breaks the tackle. Makes the man miss. Fighting
And they
for more
finally
yards.
haul him down, but
First
not
down.
before the good catch and run. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
They keep giving Cole Tab the ball. Good gain of 6.
On that one, it'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coach is always hard about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Sending pressure. Oh shit, I didn't mean to pump fake it. I really meant to throw it to him. Oh my goodness. Big sack. This umbrella cover 3 is hard to throw into. They're sending pressure again. We're going to dump it off to McGee, who gets 9. They can't pick up the first down. Setting up 4th and 1. Are they going to get one off here? Yep. Gets it. Lord catches it. It took forever to get in that route. Catches it, gets down, first down.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. He wants to throw.
Dumps it off, coverage backs up. McGee with the catch. He's been quiet today. His first reception of the game, actually.
To be decisive, to be accurate, and make really good decisions, and we'll see what he's able to do.
All right, they're playing press.
Closer towards the goal line.
Oh, McGee gets the man coverage he's looking for and got it. Touchdown. Georgia State takes the lead again, but leaves some time on the clock for Kennesaw State to do something about it. Minute 17 remaining, all 3 timeouts. They regularly run in the hurry-up, so they're used to it. May have been able to move the ball on this defense at times, so this is not over. Definitely, if you've been watching the series the last few years, you know it's not over. We find ways for crazy shit to happen in our favor and against our favor all the time. Irving's a little tired.
This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like
See if Wick can make a big play here. Gets locked up. Great blocks by the offensive line. Yet again, setting up a big gain. Puts Caleb Johnson over 300 yards for the day. And again, the pass rush just struggling to get home. Even on the long developing routes, these offensive linemen are holding their ground. Butler gets fucking smashed again. All right, we're taking him out of that too. I'm fucking tired of getting stood up. Go to Marcus Stevens. Oh, give Sam Williams a look. Fuck.
So-and-so made that play against our biggest rival.
All right, Big 99 checking in the game. Looks like he might get doubled in this one. Ooh, beats the center. Hey, that's nice. Oh, makes a ghost miss and steps out of bounds. And that creates a 3rd and long for this offense.
Is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example.
Backs out the blitz. They get it underneath. We make the tackle, setting up 4th and 5. They're going to choose this play on the hurry up. A must-have-it situation or game over.
Gotta have it here on 4th down.
And pressure gets there, and Irving stops this, shuts this game down, and that is GG's.
The offense starts with a short field.
They do not have enough time to stop the clock enough, definitely after getting it down to under 40 there. So we should be able to kneel this out. Yep, we will. And that's game over. Georgia State holds on. Kennesaw State cannot get the upset. And I think we did find out what we needed to find out. And that is, White will not be our fucking quarterback. That's 6 wins in a row for the Georgia State-Kennesaw State rivalry. And 4 of those is from us. Nathan Lord with a big game, 6 catches, 171 yards. He is a 69 overall tight end who has met his caps He was a height, weight, speed guy we brought in. Fortunately, his abilities won't get much better unless we're able to upgrade the slot that lets you get past their caps. But I don't know. We're going to spend, it's going to take us a while to get that many points to get there, because we have prioritized recruiting and some schematic stuff. All right, 511 yards in offense total. He looked pretty exciting. We had a lot of big plays. It was just being consistent. 14 to 31, under 50% yet again. For Walker White, this was his last chance at this. He threw 4 picks. He is now our backup quarterback. We will let him go play for somewhere else next year. We appreciate him wanting to come back and battle and try to get that starting job back, but it is just not in the cards. Stove wasted one of his redshirt games. That's unfortunate. That was on accident. But Fitzsimmons come in 8 of 9, 115 yards, 88% completion for 1 touchdown, no picks. Ground game was solid. Probably could have leaned on it even more. Lord blew up. Our receivers didn't do much today. Now that Fitzsimmons is back in the starting lineup, we should start seeing the offense open back up again. We still want to make a couple changes to this playbook that we will visit before next week. Add some more stuff that we're going to use. Take out a couple things that we've put on the back burner. Oh, that gives us 10 points right there. But that'll do it. Great start to year 1. And I appreciate it, guys. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you on the next.